Good morning, guys. Mike Padua here, and here's the we are now changing the special coverage to quick update since we are very busy right now. The approaching storm right here in Naga City, Camarines Sur, and today is Saturday morning, October 21, and we are going to try to return again this evening to give you another quick update. Let's pray, dear Lord, because this system is so powerful. It's already an extremely catastrophic Category 5 Super Typhoon, nearing the velocity of Yolanda based on what I've seen on the latest 9 o'clock data from NOAA and the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. It's really pumped up because of this high oceanic heat content east of the Bicol Region. And let's begin. Here's the fast animation. As you can see, the storm is now beginning to dive towards the southwest, endangering the Bicol Peninsula. So expect catastrophic conditions across all portions of the Bicol region, from rainfall to high winds, storm surge, and landslide, mudslides, you name it. This is a catastrophic system, and let's hope all of our kababayans here in Bicol must be fully prepared of this potential strongest typhoon we've seen since Rosing of 1995. It's comparable with the strength. Actually, it's pumped up a little higher based on the latest update. I'm gonna show it to you. This is the reason why the system is diving towards the southwest. The high pressure cell near Hainan Island, which is steering the system, has strengthened, and it's now moving. Is now pushing the storm towards the southwest. That's the reason why Naga City and Daet will be on a serious threat of 90 to 95% strike probability based on the latest global models, particularly the ECMWF, the European model. So this is the 12 or the 6 hourly look from UMETSAT of wind.com. As you can see, the eye became much smaller, much tighter. So the wind is now ramped up to 160 knots. It's really a dangerous system. Even me is really afraid of this system. It's really that powerful. And let's hope and pray that it won't have some effects, especially the loss of lives and destruction of the communities because of this system. And it's becoming larger as the system moves closer towards Bicol Peninsula. Yesterday, it's only 445 wind diameter. Now it's ramped up to 550 wind diameter, up to winds of 55 kph from the edge. So let's hope and pray this system will rapidly weaken, and there's no choice but we have to be prepared on this system. So here's the latest as of 8 o'clock. You can see here, this is the 8 o'clock, 00 Zulu. Intensity is 160 knots. That's equivalent to 295 kilometers per hour, 1 minute average. So the system is still intensifying. And this is the reason why it's intensifying. It's passing again over warmer than average oceanic heat content. You see that blot, that red blot, okay, just below that 12-hour mark. That will be this afternoon, 2 p.m. That's why it's already at 295, okay, kph. Yolanda is 315. So this is second to Yolanda based on the powerful systems that developed for the past 10 years since the passage of Yolanda. It's really that strong. And here's the multi-model diagnostic comparison. It's ramped up to 160 based on the latest right now here. So let's all pray that we must be prepared in the system. Okay, I'm speechless right now because of this system. So here's the track of Typhoon 2000 early this morning. So the track might be moved, might be adjusted more to the south because of this sudden change. So the areas from Albay up to Pulilio must be aware of this system because a sudden jump to the south or north will affect your area. So please take on some precautions. So this is the track of all Asian agencies, including Pag-asa, Pag-asa is still a little higher, but the rest is now hitting the system over northern Camarines Sur and northern Camarines Norte. So please take all necessary precautions. Slightly stronger than Rosing as of now. And here's the comparison of the two reliable computer models, so you can see where the storm will be passing. I will not say the storm surge height, but expect up to 7 or 6 meters along the coastal areas of Camarines Norte, San Miguel Bay, the Camarines Sur, Albay, and also the whole of Catanduanes is under threat of large storm surge of up to 6 or 7 meters. So let's take a look at the American model. This is the latest from about 2 a.m. release. So the storm will pass here between 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. north of Naga. So that's roughly around, let me see, that will be around 25 kilometers north of Naga around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. So expect winds of more than 200 kilometers per hour since we are on the eye wall. So these municipalities, Sipocot, Tinambak, Siruma, the rest of the coastal areas of Vertido. So actually it's the whole northern Bicol region from Camarines Sur, Catanduanes, Camarines Norte. Also, Albay and Sorsogon will get affected because of the heavy rains on the southern part of the eye wall and also strong winds of more than 100 kph. And if we move it forward, folks, over Metro Manila and Central Luzon, the storm will pass over Laguna, okay, Cavite area on Sunday afternoon. If we are dealing with the American model, take note of these two models, okay. So let's go back here. Back to the east. Now we are going to use the ECMWF. We have the latest as of 2 a.m. So the system will now hit the central part of Catanduanes between 5 or 6 a.m. and Sunday. And it will move across Caramuan around 8 a.m. and over Tigaon on around 10 a.m. and in the vicinity of Naga City and Pili, Camarines Sur around 11 a.m. So take note, folks. Expect some come of the eye if the model of the ECMWF will come true. I mean, you expect the eye 1 hour, 30 minutes or 1 hour come, and then another the strong winds will return from the backside. So expect that. So that will be that's the latest. Pardon my speech since. Or my talk since I'm getting nervous of the system. So it will pass here in the afternoon over southern Quezon, Lopez, Atimunan, and around 8 p.m. near Lucena. And on Monday, early morning between 12 midnight to 2 a.m. it will pass over Cavite, out over Bataan. So Metro Manila will expect high winds of more than 100 kilometers per hour. So please take all necessary precautions. It's either in the afternoon of November 1, tomorrow afternoon, or tomorrow evening, midnight of November 2. So please take all necessary precautions. It depends on what model will the storm will track. So expect these hazards, high winds, landslides, storm surge, and also heavy rains that could cause flooding. So this is the strongest since Rosing. So let's hope and pray that there will be some miracle that will happen, but if not, let's all be prepared and God save the Philippines, because this is a major system. It's been a while since 1995 that the last powerful one lashed over our area, and that's for Luzon. We know that over Visayas, there's Yolanda in 2013, but this is a little, let's say, 20 kilometers slower than Yolanda. It's really an extremely catastrophic typhoon. So there you go, guys. I'll try to return this evening. Let's hope there's some miracle that will happen. So from Typhoon 2000, this is Mike Padua reporting. Stay safe always. Be #WeatherWiser, Typhoon Wiser, and see you again later.